This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports Chaco. We're here at Pete Taylor's gym and we're delighted to be joined by the pound for pound king, Tyrone McKenna.
Wouldn't get old that.
It's definitely not going to get old.
Here, just need to verify, have you got the sound right?
I have the sound right,
you know
aye.
what I mean?
Devastated. Somebody actually put it on the YouTube and somebody actually said, why did you put it up? And I said, for a lesson to remember not to screw up again. You know,
especially when you're getting you're interviewing me.
This when it's the pound for pound king as well. It's actually our first interview we've done in person. Everything else has been done on Zoom, and I sort of said to myself, you know what, it's time to mix it up. Get out into the gyms
That's about time.
And do it in person.
You travelled for the good stuff.
Travel for the good
stuff.
stuff.
It only takes me to find program for you to come down.
well, I guess obviously I have to thank Butch for obviously arranging it all for us to come down today and they see what it's like. Obviously he's training day in day out rather than what we see online. The wee edit that puts it online, you know.
This is where the hard work's done.
Where all the gravy's lost. But obviously what we're about a week to 2 weeks since last week, was it, your fight with Prograde was announced?
Last week, it feels longer.
But for you yourself, you've sort of been chasing it since a fella. You'd obviously that, you know, War McKenna was out in August, and sort of you've been chasing the fight ever since. I think he was sort of saying that nobody wanted to fight him online. You'd said, I'll fight you.
Yeah.
What took so long for it to be?
It just was going hot and cold. I was phoned by MTK saying they were with Prograde's manager, and they're trying to make that fight happen. Would I want it? And I said 100%. I'd want it. 100%. It's a fight I want. I would love. And then from that, it just kind of died off a bit. Then I seen him. I assumed that it was dead in the water, so I said, fuck it. I seen him give a bit of stick to Jaws Taylor. So I done the usual McKenna, and I started getting shit online, and I got everyone kind of talking about it more, and got people excited, I think. And then it was kind of back on. He wanted to act with it, and then again it died off. And I was like, fuck, is this even going to happen? And then I got a phone call from Jimmy saying it wasn't happening. He said that fight's off, you're fighting someone else now. And I was focused on that. I was like, right, fuck it, Prograde's not off. The dream's off. Let's focus on this new fighter, and that's what it was from January 1st to last week. I was focused on this new guy. Forgot about Prograde kind of, and then just got a phone call out of the blue after sparring Jack Catterall, and they said, got the good news or the bad news, and I said, the bad news. The UK fighter's out. Alright, good news is Prograde back in. I'm buzzing, loving life, I'm just fucking buzzing for it. And ever since then, just training's been stepped up, everything's been stepped up, and just excited for this fight.
And sort of we knew of obviously who the opponent and stuff was, and I wasn't sure at the time if Jamie would give us a curveball, as if, you know.
I started thinking that he give me a curveball. He didn't want me telling people that Prograde's fight was happening, so he threw out a different name, but I don't think so. I think that was genuine.
Because I think I'd sort of messaged Jamie and it was like Tyrone's fight been announced tonight, because obviously the Dubai card was announced, and I was like, and then it was like, I'm not sure, and then all of a sudden it came out, and I was going, I wasn't expecting this, you know, I was expecting another opponent, and I wasn't expecting this come from nowhere, and then I'd message you and you'd like, yeah, it was done last night, so,
yeah, but
you know.
It was so out of the blue and random. Actually, I think I made it better, because everyone that I knew kind of did know it was that UK fighter, and then next thing it was Prograde, so everyone was like taxing me, you're a land cunt and all this shit. So it was good, everyone was surprised, and it worked out well.
And I guess probably for you, you know, you always like to have a bit of smack talk and things like that, you know. Like I think I messaged you the other day and said, when are we getting your VT for the fight?
Yep.
There'll be something obviously along them lines, but I'm sure you can't wait to see him in person and sort of give him a bit of back and forth.
It's alright online, give him back and forth, but when you get in person, it gets more heated. It's more personal, so I'm excited for it. He's always in good build-up, I'm always in good build-up, so I can't see his press conference being dull.
Is there going to be a press conference in the lead up to it, or is it just going to be sort of fight week?
I think it's just fight week,
It's sort of preparing everything to sort of get him rattled, you know. I know him and Josh Taylor had a bit of back and forth and their build up to their fights, so you probably know wee things to get at him already.
It seems I've already got at him, and he's trying to get at me, call me ugly, and saying I look like the Unabomber and stuff like that. So, I don't know, all that shit doesn't really affect me, or I enjoy that kind of stuff, so it doesn't really affect me mentally, but it's enjoyable. I'm enjoying it.
You like someone, I guess, that speaks English as well. So when you have the back and forth, because obviously your field fight with Turov in Dubai last year, he couldn't speak English, so you couldn't really.
Press conference is shit when they don't speak English. You have to really work hard to make the press conference exciting. Like the last one, I had to start singing, because obviously Felix didn't speak English, and then the Moon one I had to say shit. It's just tough when they don't speak English, but thankfully this guy speaks English. And probably better English than me.
Well, obviously we're going to say that obviously because his is American English, so his words are going to be different than what ours are.
Yeah.
So yours, of course, number one. But I guess with this fight, sort of, is it sort of like a point to prove? You know, you always said Warren McKenna won't have the best fights. Sort of people are dissing you and obviously sort of saying, you know, why are you fighting Prograis and things like that. Is this a sort of fight you want to prove to people that you want the toughest fights rather than fights that sort of doesn't motivate you?
Yeah, 100%. I've said after every fight, when I ask who do you want to fight next, I always say whoever's the best fighter I can fight available. And Prograis is the best fighter available in the world right now for me. So to turn down that fight would be a hypocrite. It's the fight I'm chasing for a reason, because I like to entertain my fans. I'm an entertainer. It's a fight that gets me up in the morning. Gets me excited to go training, to spar world-class fighters. Like I just know it's going to be worrying. People are really doubting me and saying, "Oh, it's going to last 3 rounds, it's going to last 4 rounds," stuff like that. They don't know who I am. They don't know what I'm made of. They're underselling me. I am going to bring a war, and I know that for a fact. It's going to be an exciting fight.
And obviously Jack Catterall and Josh Taylor's fighting before and undisputed. Is there probably, you know, I'm thinking ahead because it's in advance. Say for instance Josh Taylor wins that fight and then decides straight away he's moving up. Is a potential end of your fight with Prograis could last minute be given as a world title? That would be the dream, wouldn't it?
Didn't even think of that, but it would be a dream. That would be unbelievable, but don't know what would happen. I'm not even thinking about it. I've always said I don't think of titles. I think of entertainment and giving the fans what they deserve, and that's all I'm focused on right now, is giving the fans what they deserve. That's why I'm in the gym every day, twice a day, training my body self to prepare for an absolute tour.
And I guess that's sort of it's a conversation now to sort of come back and go, well, here what happens if this becomes a world title? You to give me any more money, you know?
I would take less money for a world title fight, but yeah, do you know what? I'm not even focused on world title fight or what's going to be made of it. Like, I'll just see whatever comes, go with the flow. But at the minute I'm buzzing with the name of fight and how exciting this fight's going to be.
And I guess, you know, sort of after the Jose Felix fight and the Fela, you sort of that buzz to keep going. You're sort of having I guess like any boxer sort of having, there's a bit of inactivity. I think it's probably your second or third longest spell. Obviously, since you come back from America, it's sort of between fights.
Yeah.
The longer you have between fights, does that give you more time to prepare? Does that sort of?
Well, inactivity. His inactivity's been well worse. He didn't fight. His last fight was like in April, so he's going to be a factor more than me. I've still been in the gym, like from the Felix fight. I was like 3 weeks off, and then I was back in the gym. So I've been training away for the last 6 months. Obviously, I've stepped up when I heard of that fight in January 1st, but I've still been training. I'm still in the world class sparring. I've been sparring Jack Catterall, Paddy Donovan, Gary Cully, Sean Combs, Paul Ryan. I mean, the list goes on of the talent that are sparring. So I don't really think inactivity is going to play a part.
And I guess, you know, in some ways, you know, boxing's a sport. If you can't do yourself out to be 100% for a fight with Prograis, like last year, obviously the Turov fight fell through the morning of the weigh-in. So this is probably a delayed gratification for you now, at the fact that the feeling you had the last time you were to buy, you know, on a big card of Frampton Heron, to then go, this is crap, you know, what's this all about in boxing? You're now getting a delayed reward, and the benefits obviously outweigh anything.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, last year, traveling over to Dubai, ahead of the pandemic, was hard enough, but to not get a fight and to come home empty-handed. I always say some days rather I went home with a loss, because at least I would have been able to prove myself, prove what I'd done in training, but to go home empty-handed, not even being able to showcase the weeks I put in for training, it was demoralising. It was deflating, and I wouldn't do that again. But as I said, I got on the field, got a good fight there. and then I'm on this. So it's a blessing in disguise, really. And also it was in the pandemic, so there was like 50 people in that audience last year. Now we're out, there's crowds back. It's what I feed off is crowd, so I think it was a blessing in disguise, to be honest.
And obviously finally, because I know obviously you're about to go in and do a few rounds sparring, what can obviously people expect? You know, obviously the Felix fight, you said everybody's going to expect more McKenna. Is it going to be the same come Pro Grey?
100%. I've said from the Howard Davies fight, I'm never going to back through the game. I'm going forward. I've already told Pro Grey it's not going to be new news to him. I'm going for war. Everyone expects war.
Well, Tyrone, listen, thanks very much for catching up with us, and roll on Dubai.
That's it.